Waste factor on shingles versus metal. How does a certain style roofs affect that when we're looking at installing shingles versus when we're looking at installing a 3-foot screw down metal panel? How does a roof style affect one over the other?
Well, with any of your hips or anything, when you get into some of your 3-foot wide screw down stuff, you're having to cut a bigger chunk off of it. Because when we order this stuff, we get it cut to the inch. But if you cut a hip or a valve or you have a double cut, you're throwing a lot of this stuff away, which there are gonna be a lot of pieces and parts laying on the ground. And when you get all your trim, of course, it's 10 foot long, and you might have 17 foot you're working with or 18 foot you're working with. So you're gonna have a 2 or 3 foot stick of trim that can't be used anywhere.
Right.
So, and that's one reason I think some of our metal maybe runs a little bit more than some of the shingle jobs. And when you're trying to go back in there and change out a shingle roof to a metal roof or a metal roof to a shingle roof, when you get an older home and somebody wants to go in there and change, use a different product, whatever it may be, because they flash totally different. And people kind of look at me like, what? I said, well, metal flashes one solid piece on top of the panel, where shingle step flashing is interwoven in between it. And I said, no, you've got siding on your dormer or your side wall or the head wall or the front of it there. We've got to get it behind that. And if you've got logs, you're gonna have to cut it. If you've got brick, there's a whole lot of things you've got to deal with when you're trying to change products.
Yes, and reason for that, because with metal, you got one continuous piece running along a wall or whatever that's running into there, versus shingles, you got a piece of shingle every 6 inches.
Yeah, right.
Torquing of the screws. You mentioned that, but we didn't get it really into why we can't over torque or under torque the screws, which under torquing, is obvious. We got to have a good seal against the metal.
That rubber washer.
It's got a rubber grommet or washer that seals to that metal, versus over torquing. What happens in that situation?
Oh, you're going to tire the washer out from underneath it. I mean, if you over torque it, it's just going to pull it completely out, and you don't have anything there.
We get a question a lot about, people ask us, well, what do you, they ask us what we recommend. I said, what do you recommend, shingles versus metal? And a lot of times that's not as a straightforward answer as what we would like for it to be. Because I know it depends on the style of house.
Right.
A lot of that depends on.
Do you have HOA? Do you have certain requirements?
Yes.
The colors, they'll let you use colors they won't let you use. So there's a lot of other things factored in.
So I know that answer is going to be catered to each individual homeowner as far as what they got and what's going to work best for their situation. A basic home, shingles versus screw down versus standing seam. Maintenance for some versus others. What's better there as far as maintenance, would you say?
Well, of course, I think your standing seam would be more of a maintenance-free type application.
Right.
The shingles would probably be second, and I'd think the screw down metal would be third, because of just the expansion and contraction and the screws backing out.
Right.
Shingles, I mean, as long as they stick down, they don't blow off, and we don't get a hailstorm. If you get a hailstorm with a screw down or even the standing seam, it's going to be more of a cosmetic thing than it is a deterioration of the asphalt or a fiberglass shingle.
When that hailstorm comes, a new roof
Going to hold up a lot better.
Yes.
It's a lot more pliable. It's flexible. The others, they get time on them. They get brittle. The wind gets a hold of them, starts breaking them loose. There's just a lot of different things go on.
Right. And so
and some of it is even, I think, may not be a storm issue. It may just be the deterioration of it. The shingles, and they're just getting thinner. Then when something does come through, it just all of a sudden it pops one off, or something like that.
Essentially, older roofs are a lot more susceptible to damage versus a newer roof in a situation like that. Thank you all for watching our video. We're going to try and do some more videos like this in the future, where we're connect with our customers, talk about our jobs, how we like to do things here at Brian King Roofing. So keep an eye on our Facebook and our YouTube channel, and we'll be posting more stuff in the future.